Day 105 of doing a LeetCode problem every day until I get a job. All right, guys, we're back again. Another day, another LeetCode problem. You know how we do, and this time we're at day 105. We're really making some progress here, y'all. I know me personally, I'm not losing any discipline. I'm not losing any motivation. I'm still just as motivated as I was on day one, and I hope y'all are too, because part of this page is about encouraging each other to keep going and to push through and to fight through that burnout, y'all, because we're just getting started. Even though we're 105 days in, this is just the beginning, y'all. So stay disciplined and stay consistent, y'all, because that's what this channel is all about. Now, before we get started, don't forget, bring a mouse right over here and click that subscribe button for me, y'all. Then after you click that subscribe button, go ahead and smash that like button for me. Then after you smash that like button, I'm calling all of my bankers. I repeat, all of my bankers to the comment section right now. We're trying to run up this engagement and get this content out to a broader audience so we can do our part in helping to build the Swift community as a whole, y'all. We're about to get this Swift community up and popping. It's growing and it's growing fast, and we're just doing our part to help it grow and help it be all it can be, y'all. So get ready for that. Now, with all that being said, I know why you're here. Y'all want to know what the question is. And today we have question number 1480, running sum of a 1D array. The difficulty level is easy, so you already know on this channel we keep the solution as simple and easy to understand as possible, because we're all trying to learn here and we don't want to count anybody out by trying to make the solution harder than it needs to be and harder for people to understand. We want everybody who sees the solution to know how to understand the solution if they understand or have any type of basic understanding of Swift. So we're going to write some easy to understand code. Just, that's a good thing to do whether you're on the job or whether you're coding your own program. You want the code that you write to be easy to read in case for the people that come behind you. So that's what we're doing. We're keeping the code as simple and easy to understand as possible. And part of understanding the code is understanding the question. So let's see what the question says. It says, given an array nums, we define a running sum of an array as running sum I equals sums nums 0 through nums I, returning the running sum of nums. So let's break that down and see what they're talking about. It's really not that difficult, but we're going to break it down because the way they explained it might seem a little difficult, but when we look at the examples, we can figure it out. So let's see what the input says. So we have input nums. It's an array of integers 1, 2, 3, and 4. The output is another array of integers 1, 3, 6, and 10. So we're trying to figure out how do we get this output from this input. So let's look at the explanation. It says running sum is obtained as follows. 1, then we have 1 plus 2, then we have 1 plus 2 plus 3, then we have 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. So what they did was first we start with 1, right? So we put a 1 right here on index 0. Then we come over to index 1. If we look at the input, we have integers 1 and 2, right? So we add up 1 and 2. That gives us 3. So we're going to put a 3 right here for index 1. Then we're going to come over to index 2. If we look at index 2, we have, and we add up all the numbers before it, including that index, we get 1 plus 2 plus 3, which equals 6. So we're going to put a 6 right here. Then we're going to move down to index 3. So if we look at index 3 and we add up all the numbers from index 3 down, we're going to have 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, which is going to give us 10. And that's how we got this output right here. First we started with 1, then we did the 1, 2 because there's a 1, 2 right here. Then we did the 1 plus 2 plus 3 because there's a 1, 2, 3 right here. Then we did the 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 because that's the 1, 2, 3, and 4 right here. And that's how we got this output right here. So let's look at example 2. I guess it's supposed to be a trick question, but we can handle it. It's not that tricky. In this case, we have an input of nums, an array of integers 1, 1, 1, 1, and 1. The output is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The explanation, the running sum is obtained as follows. So first we have the 1, boom. So we had the 1, nothing before the 1, so we just put the 1 right here. Then we have another 1 right here. So now that's 2 ones. 1 plus 1 is going to give us 2. So we're going to put a 2 in place of that 1 at index 1. Then we're going to come down to index 2. And then now we have 1 plus 1 plus 1. That's going to give us our 3. Then we're going to come down right here to index 3. And then we have a 1. We have a 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, which is these ones right here, and that's going to give us a 4. So we're going to put a 4. Then we're going to come down here and to the index 4, and then index 4 we have 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, and that's going to give us 5, which is right here. So let's look at example 3 just to really bring this home. Since we're right here, might as well do this one too. So we have the input nums, array of integers 3, 1, 2, 10, and 1. The output is 3, 4, 6, 16, and 17. So let's break it down how we got that. So first we have a 3, index 0. So there's nothing before 3, so there's no numbers to add to it. So we're just going to put a 3. Then we have a 1 right here, index 1. And we had the 3 before, so now we have to add the 3 and the 1 together. That's going to give us 4, so we're going to put a 4 right here. Then we're going to come down to index 2. Now we have a 3, 1, and 2, so we add all those together. That's going to give us a 6, so we're going to put a 6 right here. Then we're going to come down to right here, index 3, and index 3, is going to have, we're going to have to add 3 plus 1 plus 2 plus 10. That's going to give us 16, so we're going to put a 16 right here. Then we're going to come right here to the last index and add all of the integers together, and that's going to give us 3 plus 1 plus 2 plus 10 plus 1, and that's going to give us a 17, so we're going to put a 17 right there, and that's how we got our output 3, 4, 6, 16, and 17. So now that we understand the question, let's get into the code. The code's not that difficult at all, y'all. So get excited about that. The first thing we're going to do is declare a variable called sum. We're going to set that equal to 0 because that's what we're starting with. Then we're going to declare another variable called result. Now, we're going to cast result as an array of integers. So it's going to be result colon integers. Then we're going to come over here and initialize it with the equal sign and put a blank array. Then we're going to come down here and we're going to say for num and nums. What we're going to do, this is what we're going to do. We're going to say sum plus equals num. So what that's going to do is it's going to take this sum and it's going to add it to whatever the num is, and since sum is starting at 0, the first index is going to be num, so it's going to be whatever the first index is plus 0, and that's going to get us our first integer in the array. And then we're going to come down and we are going to append that. We're going to say result dot append sum, and that's going to append it, and then it's going to keep iterating through until we go through the whole array. Then after that, we are going to come down here and we are going to say return result. And that's all she wrote, y'all. That simple, that easy. Let's run it, make sure it runs, make sure I'm not moving too fast, but it should run. I think it's good, no typos or no nothing. That's what I like to see, y'all. It's accepted. So let's submit it. Fingers crossed that it stays submitted and it still works after it's submitted. Let's see. There it is, guys. 11 milliseconds beats 44.57% of users with Swift, y'all. Now that's what I like to see. Now, you know what else I like to see? I would like to see y'all here again tomorrow for another day, another LeetCode problem. See y'all then. Peace.